Alright, so today in this video I'm going to talk about 5 things that I found very surprising and shocking here in the Philippines. Stay tuned.
It's more fun in the Philippines!
Alright guys, so 5 things that shocked me or surprised me when I came out to the Philippines. So let's start with number 1. I remember when I first got out here and I had met a girl. I was chatting with her online and we met up. And I meet her and she asked me, is it okay if I bring my girlfriend? And I said, yeah, no problem. So I go to meet her. We met at a coffee shop and she introduces me to her friend, and there sitting there is a ladyboy. So that for a Western guy can be quite surprising, a little bit shocking if you're not used to that. I grew up in a pretty conservative Catholic family, and you know, in the West we just don't have that running around. But let me tell you something, here in the Philippines you need to accept it, or even if you don't accept it, you got to get used to it. Because it's everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's ladyboys. So it's not going to be uncommon that maybe your girlfriend or your wife has a brother that's a ladyboy, or her best friend is a ladyboy, or one of her friends is a ladyboy. At some point in time, you're going to be in contact with the ladyboy because they're all throughout the Philippines. It's basically like Thailand as well. So you kind of have to get used to it. You know, I got used to it after a while, and it really wasn't a big deal. But just something to be aware of. At some point in time, it's unavoidable. You're going to be in contact with a ladyboy through some way, somehow. It'll be a friend of your girlfriend, a family member, something like that. I remember walking outside at 3 o'clock in the morning in Cebu, and it was my condo right outside in IT Park, Cebu, which is the business area. And there at 3 o'clock in the morning is a big pageant going on, a beauty pageant for ladyboys at 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the business park. So I don't know if they purposely put it at that time because they don't want it during the main hours or what, but I found it pretty funny. So just something to be aware of. You know, whether you accept it or not, just be aware of it. You are going to have to deal with it because it's just part of culture and society here. So yeah, so that's number 1. Number 2, birthdays out in the Philippines. Birthdays, what's so shocking or surprising about that? Well, the fact that in the West, when it's your birthday, usually your friends or your family, they take you out. You have a birthday party or whatever, and it's thrown for you. It's a surprise, and maybe they treat you out after work, you know, for drinks and dinner or something like that with your friends and family. But here in the Philippines, if it's your birthday, you take everybody out and you pay for dinner and you pay for your own party. I'm not too sure on the gifts. I don't know if people bring you gifts too much or not here. Maybe a Filipino can comment down below. But I know when I started work here, somebody said, hey, do you want to go to my birthday party? I'm having a dinner, it was like lunch. And I said, at first I was a little hesitant because I was thinking, am I going to be stuck paying this whole bill, you know, for a bunch of people? But it was actually the opposite. In fact, I felt quite uncomfortable. I went out and I said, should I give some money? And they're like, no, it's her birthday. She's paying for the dinner. I'm like, she's paying for the dinner on her birthday? So I found that not really so shocking, but surprising, because in the West, and I think most cultures, if it's your birthday, people are treating you for dinner, giving you gifts. But in the Philippines, you're paying for your party. You're paying for the lechon. You're paying for the food. You're kind of throwing it all together, you know. So That was kind of funny, a little bit surprising, so be aware of that. Just something kind of different and unique from the West, that's for sure. Number 3, karaoke in the Philippines. It's not that it's shocking, it was a little surprising just how popular it is in the Philippines. And the other thing is just how talented Filipinos are with karaoke and singing. I mean, I've seen so much talent here that I've thought to myself, this person belongs singing at a club or at a restaurant or even higher than that, on stage. There's just so much raw talent out here with the singing and dancing, and you go to the park and you see them dancing and singing, and every party you go to, there's always a karaoke machine. Now, in the West, when we did karaoke, it was just a drunken thing that you do with your friends, and you all laugh at each other about how bad you suck. Because in the West, most of us do. It's very rare that you have a friend that's a really good singer and who's getting up on stage singing karaoke. It's just not that common. But in the Philippines, it's like every other person can sing well. And so I found that very surprising. Now, you have to get over your shyness and just try it. They don't even seem to care. Because I suck at singing. And I do my best at karaoke, and, and it can be fun. And I'll throw up a little video footage of my friend that I used to work with. She was a little drunk in this picture, but she just had a blast doing karaoke. Look like a fool to me. So another little fun fact is when you're doing karaoke in the Philippines, do not sing My Way by Frank Sinatra. Considered bad luck, they believe that somebody will die. And basically, I guess what's happened is it was a really popular song back in the day, of course, Frank Sinatra, My Way. But it was sung a lot at karaoke's. And what happened is at least 12 deaths between, I think, 2002 and 2012, basically on the way they argued over the way the song should be sung, and it was frequently sung, and so there was a lot of violence due to the aggressive lyrics itself, and combined with alcohol. So now people avoid the song. They believe it, the person who sings it will end up dying or something along those lines. So another fun fact. Okay, number 4. The Philippines is the social network king of the world. Just to put it into perspective, Filipinos send 142 billion sentences a year, which is about 400 million texts every day. Now, if you put that into perspective, if you take all of the United States and all of Europe and you combine them together, the Philippines still sends more text messages in a day than Europe and the U.S. combined together. And you'll know this if you're chatting with a Filipina, or if you're get some friends on Facebook. They love to chat. They are spend more time on social media than any other place in the world. So get used to chatting a lot. In fact, sometimes it can be problematic. One thing that is very different, in the Philippines, they will just video call you without asking. Maybe they've never even chatted with you before. It's just boom, video chat, and you're like, who is this? And in the West, I think we kind of think of that as rude, because I could be in the bathroom, I could be taking a shower, I could be in the middle of work. I could be in the middle of eating lunch. You just don't do that. You would message somebody in the West first, hey, are you free? Can we video chat? But in the Philippines, they will just video chat you. Now, I'm not saying all of them, but it's quite common. And if any of you guys watching this have chatted with Filipinas, you know this is true. So if any Filipinos are watching this, guys in the West, we don't like it. Just message us first and say, hey, can we video chat with you? Are you busy? and we'll say yeah, or we'll say no. I'm at work, or I'm eating lunch, or I'm getting ready to take a shower, I'm getting ready to go out. So that was number 4. Okay, so the last one, number 5. Filipinos love their malls. And when I say love their malls, I mean really love their malls. So much that you can find 3 of the biggest shopping malls in the world are actually found in the Philippines, being SM Mall of Asia, SM Mega Mall, and SM North EDSA, if I'm pronouncing that right. I'll scroll those across the screen here. And visitors, if you've come out here, with just even one trip, you know how popular with the locals the malls are. Basically because they're air conditioned. So it's a great way to stay cool for them. They go there, even if they go and they're not buying anything, they just love to go there and just hang out. And a lot of times there are free concerts and model, beauty pageants and contests. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the mall, and it doesn't cost anything. Also, you can go in the mall in the Philippines and you can pay your bills. The grocery stores are in the mall. So you can just do everything. Restaurants, pretty much everything. And so in the West, malls, at least in the U.S., I can speak for, the malls are really kind of dying out, and it's really more like outlet, like strips, like a little strip center, a shopping center, like a big mega store, like a Walmart or like a Costco or a Sam's, something like that. And here in the Philippines, it's quite opposite. Malls rule. And I've found myself in the West, I never went to malls. Never, never, never. And now in the Philippines, I love going to the mall too, because I know it's air conditioned. I know I can find my restaurants. I can go to the grocery store. I can people watch, which I love to do. And so I guess I'm becoming a little bit of a Filipino, maybe. I don't know. So that was the 5 surprising or shocking things that I've found in the Philippines. Let me know what you find surprising or shocking. Comment down below. Filipinos as well, if there's anything that I made a mistake on, go ahead and comment down below and let me know what maybe you find shocking or surprising about Westerners. It goes both ways. So, okay, thanks again, guys. And I do want to mention I have started a Patreon account. It is a small subscription fee to get exclusive content, videos that I do not show on my regular YouTube channel. And there's 3 different tiers from, I think, $5 all the way to $50 a month. And it just depends what you're looking for. Go ahead and check that out. The link is found in the description. And thanks again, guys. See you next time. Bye.